I've had enough of these things.
The diagrams that I have up, where did this go wrong?
Remember, we didn't know this happened to her.
Oh, that's how they figured out she was pregnant.
Around 3 o'clock that morning, I got random text messages and it was just pictures of her and the other little girl. I thought it was strange.
Salute everybody. I want to welcome everybody to this demonstration. Do you have a Nazaria Harris dream or spiritual reading? Pull up. This is an open panel, and this is just part one. So if you missed this demonstration, and if you would like to pull up and give your spiritual reading, as well as maybe you had a dream about Nazaria, this is what this demonstration is for. Unfortunately, by me being busy, I can't get to all of my DMs. I get so many DMs with people giving me dreams that they had in Nazaria, spiritual readings. And so I said, well, let me do a demonstration for the people, because I want everybody that has been following the Nazaria Harris case, I want everybody to feel like they are important, and I want everybody to be able to give their opinion and their perspectives, because I'm a content creator. I miss some things, and I'm sure the other content creators can say the same thing. And I've always said, it's not so much of the content creators, believe it or not, it's you subscribers. You all help us content creators with our content. So this demonstration is for you all. I'm going to drop my link if you want to come up on the panel, and if you want to talk about your Nazaria Harris dream, your Nazaria Harris spiritual reading, come on up. Now there are a lot of mediums. I say spiritual readers, but there are a lot of spiritual readers out there. And I want to shout out all the mediums, all the spiritual readers that have given their take on the Nazaria Harris case. All right. And I don't want nobody to feel like their perspective or their opinion is not good enough. That's not what we're doing here. All right. So like I said, I will be dropping the link shortly. And if you have a dream, if you have a reading that you would like to give, please pull up and give your gift. Now, I always stress this because there are a lot of new people to the case that's coming in, and they are behind. And so they understand things. So this is I want to share again. At first, I did not believe in the mediums. I did not believe in the spirituals. I didn't. Okay. The case was on it. Now, what helped me, and this I tell people all the time, it's very important to keep an open mind, and it's important to back things. So, my reason I didn't believe in mediums and I didn't believe in spiritual readers was on my ignorance. Did y'all hear me? It didn't have nothing to do with nothing else but my ignorance. And I say that because I never gave a mediator to explain to you, Shank Rock, So that invited Bree to come on my panel because here's the opportunity for me to learn something, and here's an opportunity to get some things cleared up. On the platform, Bree explained everything to me about the medium and about how she did the injury style. She explained it 1, 2, 3. Very simple. So you might say, yeah, Shank, you used to didn't believe in the mediums. Why do you believe in them now? Because Bree explained it to me. So I'm trying to get nobody to change religions. I'm not getting nobody to convert, because one thing that I know for sure, even atheists believe in the spiritual readers, but Christians believe in spiritual readers. So that's just my testimony on how I got here as far as, listening and believing the spiritual readers. So that's why now I'm going to be doing a lot of these demonstrations, because just as well as Bree, and shout out to Q. Q is a excellent spiritual reader, just as well as they have brought a lot of insight to the case. I'm sure that there are plenty of other mediums out there that can bring some insight to this case. So I dropped the StreamYard link. If you want to pull up, if you want to talk about your dream, if you want to, add on, feel free. Don't be shy. You don't have to turn your camera on. All you got to do, because a lot of people are shy, all you got to do is just turn your camera off, and the people won't see you. If you're concerned about your name, all you got to do is change your name. All right? So, or if you just want to remain in the chat. And another thing, for the newbies that's just coming to the case, it's impossible for me to read everybody's comments. It's impossible for me to get to everybody's question. YouTube has made a way for your questions to be answered, your comments to be made priority. This is YouTube. This is what YouTube made for this one particular situation. You want your comment read, if you want a question answered, purchase a super chat. Click on the $ symbol, and it will allow you to purchase a super chat. And in that super chat, put whatever question you have for me, put whatever comment you have for me to read. All right? So that's how. Now, sometimes you'll see me reading comments because, I try to take, a couple minutes out of each demonstration to read my comments. But sometimes I can't even take 3 minutes out of a demonstration because I might got a lot on my mind. My mind is not as sharp as it used to be when I was young. I forget things. So in order for me to stay focused, I can't come to my chat. All right. So for those that have just pulled up, this is an open panel. I'll drop the StreamYard link again. If you want to come up and talk about your dream that you had of Naziah, click on the blue StreamYard link. If you want to come up, and if you are a spiritual reader, come on up, because we really, really would love to hear from you. Once again, I get a lot of DMs. Sometimes I don't even make it to answering the DMs. Other times I might look at the DM and I might read it, but most of the times, and let me just say this to y'all, most of the things that y'all send to Shank, I've already saw it. Very seldom do I get something in my DM that's new. you know. So if you see that I've answered the DM that you sent me, and if you see that I didn't respond, 9 times out of 10, I already know about what it is that you sent me. So that's why I'm doing this demonstration, because we on YouTube, we on social media, and people get in their feelings. Man, that's messed up. I sent Shank something on the Nazaire Harris case. Now, this is how a lot of drama gets started, all right? Because subscribers will bounce from platform to platform. Now, I can only speak for my platform. A subscriber might DM me something. And this has happened to me before, and it continues to happen to me. That's why I'm making this demonstration. Now, if they don't get any attention from me, from what they send me, then they'll bounce to another platform. And when they bounce to another platform, they go to that platform with animosity towards Shank Rock. So when they go to them other platforms, they'll talk shit about Shank Rock just off of me not answering their DM. So once again, y'all, that's why I'm making this demonstration. Open panel now. Come on up. Let me come to my chat. Now, I do have time to entertain the chat. So if you don't want to come up on the panel and talk about your dream, if you don't want to come up on the panel and get into a spiritual reading, drop it in the chat for me. I got all day to answer the chat. Come on now. Let me see who we got down here. I see you, TT. Make sure y'all are following me on all social media platforms, especially on TikTok. My TikTok is Shank Rock. All of my other handles is Shank Rock. I see you, Miss Parker. Make sure you drop your link in the chat, and make sure everybody subscribes to Miss Parker. And also, if you would like to support the channel with a cash donation, my cash app is $ERICMCINT. I am in the process of moving into an actual studio. You know how y'all see those major podcasters and they got them fancy platforms, with the 3 and 4 different mics. I'm in the process of getting a studio myself. So I just want everybody to know that all y'all donations, that's what the donations go towards. Now, I do have Miss Parker backstage. I'm going to bring Miss Parker up. Once again, if you would like to join me on the panel and talk about your spiritual reading of Nazaire, or if you've had a dream, come on up. So let's hear from Miss Parker. Salute, Miss Parker.
Salute, Shank. Hey, chat. Hey. For me, I've had dreams, but I can't really say what it was about. Like, I actually had one that kind of scared me, and it was crazy because me and Time Warp had talked about it, and I was kind of describing, because for the first time in a dream, like, I remember some stuff. And usually I don't remember all the details, you know what I'm saying? But this dream happened back to back. And I seen a alley, I seen some brick buildings, and I seen a burgundy envelope in her arm. Not like a manila folder, but something a lawyer would carry. Or something a business person would carry and stuff like that. As far as spiritual readings, and let me get back to this before I get to the spiritual reading part. Time Warp had pulled up some brick buildings, and it was crazy, Shank, because it looked just like what I had in my dream. So I kind of left it alone. After she pulled up the burgundy envelope, like what I seen, I was like, I don't even want to talk about it no more. Like, I kind of left it alone at that moment and got scared. I don't think I want to see anything. As much as I was having nightmares, to me it's nightmares, because I'm waking up, I'm sweating, and some more stuff. as far as spiritual reading goes, I will say that I appreciate all the spiritual readers in the 2024s. It was also some white ladies that did a reading that was, and this was in early 2024. I think they was really the first ones to tap in, Shank. It's a good watch. They did a spiritual reading and it was interesting. To say itself. It really was. But shout out to all the spiritual readers and stuff, because the only thing they giving us is insight on this potentially happened. I haven't heard anything graphic from them, but just to get point A, and we can say that some of the spiritual readers have helped detectives in the past, solve cases, and stuff. Bree with Kada, for instance. You know what I'm saying? We watched that live and watched her by the school, and you know, Keon with the dreads and stuff like that. So, you know, we just don't know. You know, we all don't believe, but it's there, it's been there since the biblical days.
And let me
Spiritual
say
reading
something
has
real
really-
quick, Miss Parker. Remember, let me just say that. Remember, I ain't believe until Bree. I said, either she has something to do with this, or she knows what she's talking about. So here's me, and this is what I was saying. Out of our ignorance, we can cheat ourselves out of a lot of jewels just because we may have been raised a certain way, just because we just say, you know what, man, I don't believe that. But until you give what you don't believe an opportunity to really present itself to you, then you're going to be like me. For all these years, I cheated myself out of a gift. Come on, Miss Parker.
I agree. 100%. And Shank ain't lying, y'all. I could not get him to watch a Rain of Fire video, a Tammy video, any kind of spiritual reading video that came up. I would be like, Shank, check this out. Shank, play this. Shank, do this. He's like, I'm not into that shit. You know, I'm not into that shit. And the spiritual reading side, definitely opens you up to a whole different realm. And I'm not saying it's like, oh, let me go get some tarot cards. Oh, let me get a reading. Oh, let me. To this day, I ain't never said, Bree, I need a you know what I'm saying? I ain't never hit Bree up for myself and said, let me get a reading. You know what I'm saying? I just like watching what they do. You know what I'm saying? Yes, closed-minded, T-Bay. I'm open to everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I've heard people for years without them being spiritual readers or mediums be like, I saw this. And people, y'all know I call my daddy on the show, Shane, to tell daddy about the little white light, right? And you know, it's crazy because daddy's in his 80s. My father's in his 80s. And he was like, I know, Miss Lady, it's just keep it to yourself because, you know, people will say you're crazy. And, you know, even though it was on camera and people got to see it. And that's crazy because he's in his 80s. And that's why a lot of people never really sure they give, or, you know what I'm saying? People born with a veil over their eyes, Shank, things like that, because you're being told that you're crazy. You didn't see anything. Like, they've always been nuts, or, you know what I'm saying? It's always going to be some, oh, I seen a UFO. No, she didn't. Like, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't there. How you going to tell me what I seen? If you ain't in my house, how you going to tell me what I heard? So the other night, for instance, last week, I thought I was tripping, y'all. I had a dream. I'm thinking it's a dream. It was just a tapping and knocking on the door, just a tapping, y'all. It was, I woke up like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm sorry, Shank, but that's just how I woke up. I said, leave me the F alone. You know, I was too tired to grab my Bible, go in the other room, get my Bible and everything. Cause I'm like, I'm so too sick of calling on God when some stuff happened, besides praising him the right way. But we woke up, Shank came upstairs and I was like, Shank, I had the craziest dream. It's like someone was trying to get in the room. We looked down at the carpet. It's shredded by the door. The carpet is shredded. I said, Shank, I don't know what the hell happened to this carpet right here. But I told you, it was like something was knocking, trying to get in this room with me. It was like an anxious knockout. And when we looked at that carpet and that carpet was shredded, I don't know Shank anymore. I think it's the most confused. I'm not a spiritual reader either. I'm from Voodoo City, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and it's spooky and wicked here. I heard that Galatians for real. I don't know what to believe anymore. But what I do know is I got to get back on my spiritual journey. Because you don't never know through social media, a lot of stuff through TV, what we watch, what we hear, people will bring bad spirits into your home. You don't know what we don't know these stories and what was behind these stories that we digging into. We don't know if it's, if it's evil behind these stories, if it's witchcraft, we don't know.
And let me slide in, Miss Parker. Let me slide in. So here's my take. Like Miss Parker said, somebody can bring these things into your home. Now, for me, I would rather be on point. So when they do bring it into my home, when they do bring it to me, I would rather be on point so I can get it away from me. The worstest thing, well, one of the worstest things that you can allow is to have someone in your space that don't mean good, but you can't see it. Now, most of us, can catch certain things. I could catch the obvious. I could catch when somebody is hating. I could catch the slick shit that they say. I could catch when they making a joke about me. I could catch all that type stuff. However, if I'm not aware of that next level ish, if I'm not on that spiritual plane to know how to catch it, guess what? Somebody can be around me for 30 years, damn near all my life, putting it up in me.
Yeah.
Miss Parker, I don't even know this fool putting it up in me. I'm always talking about America with her funky ass wide up in the air, butt cheeks spread wide. My funky ass will be ass up in the air, butt cheeks spread wide open. And I ain't catching these folks that's putting it up in me. So now that Bree was able to put me up on some game, now I'm like, I got you. I'm like, I appreciate you, Bree. I got you. Now, y'all funky asses won't have Shank rocking no peanut butter jar, is what I'm trying to say. Come on, Miss Parker.
Okay. Yeah, that's why that saying was always out about like don't let everybody can't pray for you. Can't let everybody pray for you. It's the truth. You really can't. And it's always gonna be somebody in sheep's clothing, Shank. Like you said, we don't know everybody. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I know you always was like, I don't allow everybody in the house. I can't blame you. It's gifts. You can get a gift from somebody, Shank. You know what I'm saying? You can get a gift from somebody and, hey. But I'm just saying, she said, that's why when I have my baby,
Mama, look, you used to be mad as hell at me. Shank, but you get it. I don't play any and everybody coming to my spot because I ain't going to any and everybody's spot. I'm good. Come on, Miss P.
Yeah, the energy, let me say this, because let me go back to this real quick too. I seen Galatians said I would have ran, but Galatians, I didn't know I had the door closed to the room, and Shank had went to work that morning, and I hadn't got up on when he came home. Is when I woke, when I was just getting up, I was just in the bed relaxing, and I was like, Shank, I had the wildest dream. It's crazy. I said it was just like tapping on the door for me to let them in. And I was like, at first I was like, oh, it's a mess. So I got up and I turned on the laundry room light and I was like, nothing's here. I'm dreaming. Then when I went back to sleep, it was the tapping again. I know I kind of woke up dazed a little bit, but I heard the tapping again. And when Shank came in, I was telling him about the dream, and we looked down at the carpet. It was shredded up in the corner of the door. Like, and baby tried to downplay it as it could be a mouse. We ain't went nowhere. We ain't been nowhere for a mouse to get in here. There's nothing in here. You know what I'm saying? We done pulled everything out. There's nothing here. Nothing. So yeah, the spiritual part, I definitely believe in, Shank. I think with all the kids, you know, I did that story about baby Gabrielle, and Shank, you remember I couldn't even eat. I was shaking, and I never felt that way in a lot. Like, I never shook so bad doing that story about a child. And I had nightmares for weeks after I did her story. And I just said, I got to get away from this. I got to get away from these stories. I have to get away from this. I got to tap into something different. And it was a few times I had came live and said it like, I'm so done. I'm so done with these stories. Because that would be like the shit I go through when I turn that camera off. Once I shut my eyes, it's nightmares. And everybody was like, maybe they trying to show you something. Somebody's trying to show you something. To me personally, Shank, I don't be wanting to see a damn thing. I don't want to see
That's
nothing.
why I told Bree, I'm all right on the bottom floor. I don't need to go all the way up there. I don't need to get on the elevator. Just let me stay on the bottom floor. I'm all right for right now. Now, let me just say this. When the spiritual, because like you said, Ms. Parker, the spiritual readers been covering the Nazaria Harris case. The spiritual readers was covering the Nazaria Harris case before I was, right? But if y'all notice, folks didn't start having a problem with the spiritual readers covering the Nazaria case until they hit Shank Rock's panel. The spiritual readers has always been covering Nazaria case. Now it's a problem. But this is why I wanted to do this demonstration, because a lot of people out there has been saying the same thing. They be in my DM, but I can't get to everybody. So I said, let me make a demonstration for you all. But they've been saying the same thing. Shank, I agree. I had that same sighting. I had that same reading that Q had. I had that same reading. So we cannot ignore it. Let me grab some comments, Ms. Parker. I'm going to come back to you. Let me grab some comments. Sage is what they done in the old days. That sage ain't going against no spirits. I'm just saying, be very careful messing with these different spiritual readings. And you're right, Galatians. There are some spiritual readers that is on some BS. But that's no difference from a Muslim. There are some Muslims that is on some BS. It's no different from a Christian. There are Christians that's on some BS. It's no different from a football player, a basketball player. You got folks that are on some BS, no matter where you go at. But then you got those righteous ones, and you got those spiritual readers that mean good. So I'm on point about watch them all. Now, for me, I can't speak for nobody else. For me, Bree definitely passed the test. For me. Now, I can have any and everybody come up, and they could give their perspective on Bree. But I'm telling y'all, Bree. And then I said, okay. I said, she's good. Real talk. I keep it real. I said, she's good. I said, I'm going to put it to the test. I gave her Nazaria's demonstration about 2 hours before she hit my panel. I gave her Janaya's demonstration an hour before she hit my panel. That was good enough for me. I'm just keeping it 100, y'all. Now, the other spiritual readers, I didn't give them no tests, but I ain't going to knock them. So what we can't do, hold up, let me backtrack. What I'm not going to do, because I know me and I know what works for me. Now, I can only share my story with you all, what works for me. The Shanquilla Robinson case, I was against Naziah. I was against Nazia. I was strictly against Nazia, but then when we backtracked, we found all the jewels that Nazia was dropping. We found it. And every time when I'm on a case and I backtrack, I always be like, damn, I missed that. Damn, I missed this. So I'm speaking on the Naziah Harris case. In the very beginning of the case, everybody was all over the place with it. We was running here, we was running there. But now that things are starting to play out and we can see things with a clear vision, now we know what to accept. Now we know what to throw away. Like I said, the spiritual readers, the mediums, has always been in the Naziah Harris case. Always. Miss Parker was sending me stuff. People were sending me stuff from the mediums. I can't speak for nobody else. I can only speak for Shank Rock. I was strictly against it. I was like, Miss Parker, tell you, I don't want to hear that shit. I don't believe in that shit. But my ignorance kept me away from some important jewels that the mediums brought. Come on, Miss P.
And for me, I was different. I never really wanted, like, I didn't mind listening to the spiritual readers because when I found one from last year, she said some things that, like you said, are coming back to Rain of Fire and Bree saying the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And this was in 2024. Dates on her videos. The white ladies, if y'all go back and listen to their videos, they say some of the same things that are now coming out this year. You know what I'm saying? When I found the one girl, Alicia went digging for her because those videos are actually gone. But Alicia has them. When they first started, Alicia had them. She sent them to me, but you can't go find those videos today. So you can't say, oh, they went and looked at those videos. A lot of people know her, but they don't. Because this was in 2024. And she took those videos down because she said something about the family. I played that on the live. And all thing I do is just take what they say in and put it with notes from the preliminary, not speculation of stuff we came up with. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know. We don't know. But I'm not mad at the work that Bree them done and the clarification that they brought to a lot of these cases. Like I said, when the Kata Scott situation happened, we was definitely in tune to see Bree break it all the way down. Was crazy. It was scary, but it happened. And all the characters that she said was there per the police. You know what I'm saying? Per the police conferences and stuff. So yeah, to bring them on this case, I appreciate you for doing it, Shank. I wouldn't do it, but I appreciate you for doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because you wanted to know.
Yeah.
It ain't no wrong with nobody wanting to know. I don't think it's a crime, and because I want to know and stuff. So she said, yeah, there is a spirits realm. Yeah, she truth teller. I got that actually. She said, Shank, she said, truth teller said, Divine Diva Terry did an interesting read that matched Rain of Fire about a location of a body on Frog Island. I just got something about her. I went over there and subscribed to her last night, matter of fact. You know what I'm saying? Alicia had sent me that video and stuff. So again, I don't want to take from nobody's work. You know what I'm saying? That's just me sitting back bashing people. You know what I'm saying? They don't know. Well, if I don't know, tell us what we don't know. You know what I'm saying? Fix it, correct me. Of what we don't know and stuff. So yeah, again, shout out to them, to the mediums. I've got a lot from them. Only thing we can do is listen. Only thing we can do, Shank, is listen.
That's it.
Again, I wasn't there. If you ain't there to see a crime happen, how do I fix my mouth to say it did or it didn't happen? And then if you give me, now once you paint the picture for me that they say Shank Rock did this, and you start painting a picture for me that gives me clarity that why Shank acting like that? Why is he, you know what I'm saying? Then you gave me that the clarity that she could be right about Shank Rock. She could be right that he did something. His actions are showing me that what Bree said or what Rain of Fire said shows me that he's guilty because of his actions, not what they say. And I think that's what a lot of people are going off of, more off of. You did, Q. She said, I mentioned Frog Island. Q's been saying a lot of stuff for a long time. Like I said, we just certain people pay attention to what they want. Q. But your gift is your gift. Who am I to judge it or talk about you? The same way I might be a Baptist. Who are y'all to judge me on my faith?
Right.
If I'm a Pentecostal, if I'm a Methodist,
Right.
if I'm Catholic, however Shank my religion, if I'm Catholic, who is y'all to judge me based off of my gift or what my religion?
Yeah, I gotta slide in, Miss Parker. Lady says, yeah, when Bree first came, Shank, your funky ass eyes was big as hell. Yeah. Go ahead, Miss Parker.
He really didn't like it, lady. He did it, but was shook. He was spooked as hell. Now, when I get to I think because she was hitting on a lot of stuff for you, Shank, and it scared you because you don't like it.
Now let me slide in because only I can tell what I was feeling. I was shook.
What were you feeling?
I was shook, and I was like, let me go. I was like, and my funky ass was like, oh shit. I'm like this. You know what I mean? You know when you think you got it, and you know when you think you know it. That's why I said I can only speak for Shank Rock. I keep an open mind. So I'm like, my eyes big as hell. I'm like, damn, I was wrong. I was wrong. So now I got to accept it. And now I got to be the student that I am. And now I got to take notes. And let me just say this. Y'all have to listen to what I'm saying. And y'all really have to take this in. Everybody runs their platform different. You're going to get something different from everybody's platform. Let that sink in. Okay? Now, with these mediums, you're going to get something from all the mediums. Go to all of the movies that we have watched over the years. Whenever they had problems, they always went to the mediums. I call them spiritual readers. Some of y'all might call them voodoo priests. Others might call them witch doctors. But they all, in my opinion, they all serve the same purpose and they all done the same thing. This is what I know for a fact when it comes to a person with a gift. I have a gift. Do you know how many people shoot down my gift? Miss Parker got a gift, and she got a hell of a gift. When Miss Parker tell me, Shank, such and such going to happen. Look, I can disagree with Miss Parker about everything under the sun. But when it comes to Miss Parker telling me something going to happen, she got that. That's her gift. Now, other people might shoot down Miss Parker's gift. You got a gift. He got a gift. She got a gift. We all got a gift. And people are always shooting down our gift. That's because ignorance. They just don't understand because they won't and they haven't given the person with that gift to explain to them their gift. I never gave the spiritual readers an opportunity to present their gift for what it is. I prejudged them. I judged them. Man, they don't know what they're talking about. So once again, that's why y'all always hear me giving Bree her flowers. Because if it wasn't for Bree breaking it down for me, I would still have a closed mind. Now, I'm not trying to get nobody to lose their religion. I'm not trying to get nobody to believe and see what I believe and see. That's on your funky ass. But my funky ass, I see it now. Come on, Miss P.
Yeah. I only really when it first came, when I first started doing it, it scared me. So I wouldn't say too much about what I seen. Like I don't see it. It hits me with the words. Like I remember telling the moderators one day, I said, "This is what's great happening." Woot the woo is going to the enemy. And it wasn't even an hour later. I think they was hit me up about what happened. And I said, but didn't I say, like, it's like I didn't say it to him. And I get a little frustrated, like, didn't I tell y'all this was gonna happen? I told him a couple of things that had happened before it happened. I said, and then I say that, like, I don't know if it's because people don't believe you when you say it or whatever, but I have said a couple of times, and I've told Shank, this was great happen. It's what's great happen. And I even told Bree that I don't like it. As much as y'all might think, oh, that's a good gift or whatever, I don't like it. It's just, I'm going to be real with y'all. I don't like the feeling I get. I don't like it. But I like that they are who they are. Q, Bree, Rain. I love it for them. I hate it for me. And it's crazy that it's like that, Shank. I really don't like it. I always told you that. I don't like it. I don't want no nothing. I really don't. I don't want no nothing. I don't want to see nothing. I don't. So when I was doing that live a couple of weeks ago, and a little bright light just comes, and I'm in there like, what the fuck? Because to see something that you ain't never seen in your life hits different. It's like if somebody walk out their bathroom late at night and see a ghost walk past, guess what? You're gonna be scared. Because you ain't never thought you would see it. Who's gonna believe that you seen this? Who's gonna believe you that you seen a ghost walk right past your face? Go ahead, Shay.
And let me slide in. My sister, my older sister used to always, be saying stuff happening and she see this and I'll be looking at my sister like, I'm lying. I used to work with this lady, Tari, at this job, and she would always be like, there go a spirit right there. I seen a spirit go in here and go in there. And I would always be like, well, what do they be doing? And she said, they evil spirits. She said, I see these evil spirits going in everybody on the job. She said, but these evil spirits don't never go into you. And there was another female that she said the evil spirits don't go into. And she said, and if you notice, you and her are the only two on this job that I talk to. Now, at the time, I'm like, she lying. But now I backtrack and I was like, she wasn't lying. She wasn't lying. Mm-hmm. Once again, this is an open panel. If you would like to come up on the panel, you may have had a dream about Naziah. Come on up. Talk to us about your dream. You may have spiritual readings and you might want to share it with us. Come on up. This is your opportunity. I will be doing a part 2 later on tonight. So if you don't make it up here for this demonstration, make sure y'all pull up tonight for part 2. Let me come in.
What's part 2?
Part 2 is going to be another one for those that have missed this one, because a lot of people didn't get the notifications for this, and they know that I go live at 10 p.m. So part 2 will be to give people an opportunity to come up that missed this. Yaya says, what do you think they do at church? I mean, and come on. Mm-hmm.
A lot of people have a gift, Shank, I think, and they just don't want to express it because of the backlash. It's gonna be somebody it's always, I want y'all to know this. Regardless what any of us say out of our mouth, it's gonna be one tonight. Somebody's
Yep.
gonna say something tonight
Yep.
about
You
us just
already
sitting
know
up
it.
here dialoguing about people's gifts. It's gonna be every day. It's gonna be somebody that don't like you and want the world to see you as crazy, as an addict, as something. You know what I'm saying? That they could try to pinpoint to make you look bad, to make you look like what you saying ain't the truth or some more shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going with the flow of things. You know, I don't care no more. I'm like Q. I don't care. I know who I am. I don't care what nobody think about me anymore, Shane. I don't care what nobody. If I'm an addict to you, then baby, that's just what it is. If I don't got a gift, baby, that's just what it is. If I don't got good content and I'm getting on your nerves real bad, that's just what it is. You get what I'm saying? But I've seen a lot of people saying for a long time throughout this case, not just Q, people saying they had visions. And I believed them. Because again, it's who are we to take somebody's vision away? Hey, I am Tootie. Who am I to tell them you didn't see that Samad, you didn't see that Q. Bree, no, you didn't. You didn't see that. I would never even go out there and push the energy into the algorithm to say that they ain't who they are. Who am I to tell somebody who they are? Period. And I seen ladies say, use my gift. I don't want to, lady. I don't want to exercise the gift. I don't like it. And that's just the truth. I don't like it. I never have. And it ain't something I want to get in tune with. I don't want to get in tune with that part.
Miss, I
Hello.
see you, Sama. Let me read I am Tootie real quick because I do know I am Tootie be sending me. So I am Tootie says 304 East Great Lakes down the tracks by the Big Barrel. Hold up, I am Tootie, and I'm gonna let you come in, Sama. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
Well, you
I
come
didn't know that
on
was
in.
so fun. Hey, girl.
Hey, sis.
Let me say
Come
this.
on in.
Um,
Go ahead, Miss.
Hold on, Saint. Time Warp. That's what I forgot off the address because I had Time Warp look it up for me last night. She said East Great Lakes. I just said East. I think I said Lakes East or something. I don't remember putting the greats in there. But yes, I'm Tootie. And you know what's crazy? When she did mention when she mentioned the railroad tracks, it took me back to I think Rain of Fire said something about the railroad tracks. Too at one point. But go ahead, Samad. I'm sorry.
Salute Shank Rock. And yes,
Salute,
I just
Sama.
got on here. Hey. Hey, sis. I just got on here because I wanted to tell y'all something. When this first started, it was like I visualized it like I was there, like in like dreaming, but I was there. And what I saw was them bringing her back to the house, and they were in the kitchen, and I saw the assault by Shannon on her. But in the kitchen, when it showed me, it was like they had a window in the kitchen that was leading to the backyard. I never wanted to tell nobody nothing about things and that type of gift because it's like you said, I don't want to think nobody to think that I'm crazy or think that I'm weird because I see things sometimes. But it's just like that right there had me drawn in. And when I first heard about the case, my prayer was for her to be unearthed. I knew she was gone from the beginning. That family got a lot of hidden secrets and they are doing a lot of voodoo. They are doing a lot of voodoo, but they sending it out, but it's getting returned to sender because see, does nothing that is hidden stays hidden. And that's all I wanted to say and share with everyone. Prayers to everybody, and I'm praying that they still find more information out about Naziah because we all love her and we all care about Naziah. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank
Thank
you,
you,
Mom.
Sama. I'm trying to get everybody's comments, please, y'all. If I don't get to your comment, just come up on the panel like Sama did. If I don't get to your comment, that shot is so creepy to me. I think I was dreaming about it. Miss Parker, I did the Google Maps on it. Shank, that's what the lady said. It made sick to my stomach. My body got cold. Lord, I do bad. Want our baby found. She deserves to be found. And see, this is what I'm saying to everybody. I'm not gonna say everybody. A lot
You
of
break
people.
it up, Shank. You break it up.
A lot of people. Okay, let me just say this, and this is what I'm saying. The spiritual readers that you see on my panel is not the only ones. There are a lot of people out here that had dreams. There are a lot of people that have the same gift that Bree and Q and others have. So let's put everything in its proper perspective.
You breaking up real bad,
gotta
Shank. You breaking up real bad. And you're froze. Go down and come back up. Y'all, let's give Shank a brief intermission real quick. Hey Tammy, what's going on? For Shank, please pick up this one message, whatever he was saying. I don't want to miss it, but I just wanted to let him know that he was breaking up. Q said the shop was coming. That's why I'm streaming. I want to see Google good time more. Go and finish the rest of the video and stuff like that. It was kind of scary to listen to, but I get it. But Rural like stood out to me last night when I heard her video. If y'all have the link, y'all can give it to the mods so I can drop it so we make sure we get that dropped in the chat too. And Shank said he's doing a part 2 to the video later on, just in case anybody missed it and stuff. But I think a lot of people were saying they had dreams about her back in the early part of it when we first really started it and stuff. She also touched on 188 East Great Lakes, which is a location down the tracks. Hey Cynthia, I'm Tootie. Tell me this, y'all. I wonder, did any of these numbers resonate with Rain's numbers and stuff? And where was the tracks located? What was they located to? Shank, you back? I see.
Yeah. Now let me just say this. All right. Okay. Lola says, "Hey everybody, and if people been paying attention, a family member of Naziah had alluded to the family knowing about spells and ish. That's facts. That's facts. Now let me just say what I was saying before my audio got messed up. One thing that we know, it's a lot of people. That's why I'm doing this demonstration. So everybody can share their dreams. So everybody can share if they have a spiritual readings. Bree and Q ain't the only ones. The other spiritual readers and mediums ain't the only ones. A lot of you all have these dreams. A lot of you all have these gifts. So we're not going to let nobody shoot any of us down. Pay attention. It's only a problem when they hit Shankrock's platform. Pay attention now. Now, I ain't going to pop my shit on this demonstration, but pay attention. Why is it only a problem when Shankrock presents certain things? When Shankrock is not covering the Naziah Harris case and others are covering the Naziah Harris case, it's okay. Other people can backtrack the case. It's okay. But soon as Shankrock do a Naziah Harris demonstration, there's nothing else to cover. Come on, y'all. But let me drop the link because I'm not going to give that energy none of my time, because this demonstration is for others that have these dreams. Come on up. This is your chance. This is your opportunity to talk about the dream that you have. And if you're not able to catch this live, if you're not able to pull up on this one, drop it in the comment section on the replay gang, or make sure you attend part 2 later on tonight at 10 p.m. Naziah's family, Miss Annette, is into this, right? Tootie says, I wish she would join Shank Live. You know? And I don't mean to skip over nobody's comments, but Tootie has been sending me stuff on the DM, and so I just want to make sure I get Tootie's comments read. Yeah, the numbers did, Miss Parker. The 8 stood out. All right, let me come right here. I think my mic was messing up the audio. Tootie, oh wow. Once again, there's the link. I wish she could join the live. My name will be dragged through the mud because of your demonstration. Your name gonna be dragged regardless. Demonstrate. Look, it don't even be about Miss Parker. Somebody else can be under the microscope. They could be talking about somebody else. Here come Miss Parker. Like, come on, people. I be laughing. Keep talking about Naziah. She appreciate you and Miss Parker. She the reason why I was in your DMs telling you to do the videos. That's facts. Shout out to Q, because Q stayed on me, because I was like, you know what? I'm done. But shout out to Q. Q stayed on me. Shank, don't pay them people no mind. You know, Tootie, I'm going to ask her. So I'm going to be doing at least 2 demonstrations on Naziah Harris a day. Everybody else do demonstrations. It's people all on TikTok doing Naziah Harris demonstrations. It's people on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. They don't have a problem with them, but why have a problem with Shank Rock? Because Shank Rock took his funky ass down the rabbit hole. And Shank Rock brought a lot of characters out that rabbit hole. And there's a lot more characters down that rabbit hole, including your funky ass. Oh yeah, you is deep down that rabbit hole. And that's why it's an issue. But you're going to get pulled out of that rabbit hole. I used to have dreams of things before they happen all the time. BRB. I see you, Davida. It's very scary when you see things like this. Yes. Yes, you did. Yes. A lot has been said in the Naziah Harris case. A lot. Now we can backtrack. We can backtrack. Hey, Shank, can you pull up the pics on sent you on? Can you let me try, Tootie? Give me a second, y'all. I see you, Randall. Randall is an old timer over here. I was in Shanquilla Robinson body when that happened to her. Shout out to Randall. And shout out to all my old timers. Give me a second, Tootie. Okay, let's see. And once again, y'all, please, y'all, because it's just so much that I got coming at me. Please, just if you're sending me stuff on Instagram, and if you're in the chat, just at least drop the comment or at least come up on the panel, y'all, because I'm trying to work everything. Tootie says, my bad, laughing out loud that I sent you. Shank, when she said someone emailed her and then went out there and stated not to tell anybody. I instantly thought about a family member with that evilness. Makes me feel, will they move her again? That's a good point. That's a good point. I've been watching ICE videos. And make sure we hashtag injustice for Naziah. Also, drop them purple and pink hearts. I had to drop down and say to Shank and Miss Parker, that spirit that you two are dealing with has a vendetta against you too, because y'all know what y'all is talking about, and all eyes is on you two. Stay prayed up. Thank you. Thank you. And if I could get everybody, if you're in the praying, if I could get everybody to throw up some prayer hands for me and Miss Parker, and if I could get everybody to, I ain't even gonna say that. Matter of fact, let's backtrack, because we gotta be careful who we allow to pray for us. But I appreciate you, Davida, and you're absolutely right, Davida. It's sad when you don't talk about people, but you live rent free in their head. Facts. Well, they're gonna be doing a lot of talking about Shank's funky ass, because Shank is back in full speed ahead. I'm gonna really give him something to talk about, because I'm about to pull you up out of that rabbit hole. You done fucked up now. You know you done fucked up. You should have left me alone. Every demonstration you do, you got to say Shank's name. I was like, you know what? I'm going to tap out. But my name still gets brought up. I'm going to make you wish you don't talk about Shank. Leave Shank alone, because I'm back down the rabbit hole, and I'm going to pull you up out of that rabbit hole. But let me get back, because this is for those that want to pull up, the both of you. Don't respond to the negativity. Don't give people too energy. This is about Naziah, and you're right. So let me get back. Once again, go be more. I see you, lady. Let me drop the link, because I'm not going to hold y'all that much longer. But once again, here's the link. If you choose to pull up, come on and pull up. Let me see what Tootie sent. So, okay, now these are the pictures that Tootie, leave me alone, Tootie. See, y'all just gotta mess with Shank Rock. Here go Tootie. Y'all just gotta mess with Shank Rock. Why won't y'all leave me alone? Hot dog. Hot, for all y'all that don't know what a dog is a four-legged creature with a tail that barks. Now, y'all say dog and all them other pronunciations, but I'm from Baltimore, and Baltimore people pronounce it the correct way. And for that meat that y'all eat in between a bun with mustard, ketchup, and relish, chili, and onions on it, it's called a hot dog. All right, and I know what y'all gonna say, Shank, you done lost your rabbit mind. You just said a man's name. But as I said before, it's not pronounced dog. What in the hell is a dog? Y'all don't, look, you know what? I ain't fooling with y'all today. All right? Y'all leave Shank Rock alone. So here's the picture that Tootie sent me. Now, Tootie, you're going to have to break these pictures down. I asked you to come up on the panel with me, but you chose not to. All right, here go a picture that Tootie sent. So, Tootie, you could tell everybody what that picture is. I don't know what it is. All right, here go another picture. It ain't funny, Lulu. It ain't funny, Lulu. Don't you laugh at me, Lulu. So here's the pictures that Tootie sent me. That's a proverb. And for those that are just pulling up over here for the first time, y'all know I do have a sense of humor. I'm from Baltimore. And Baltimore people, we love to laugh. We love to crack jokes. We got a sense of humor. So, and I like to balance things out, because one thing that we know about following the Naziah Harris case, it makes you cry. It really does. And it can drain you. So every opportunity that I do get to laugh and joke around, I do take time out to laugh and joke around. So you might feel like, Shank, this ain't a funny topic. Shank, you need to be serious. And I understand that. But over here, we do laugh around and joke around just to keep things balanced out. Okay. Was the first one a manufacturing building? I am eating a hot dog from Lenny's now. There you go, Tam. There you go. Y'all drop some hot dogs in the chat. And don't y'all drop no tacos, because this is not Taco Tuesday. So y'all drop them hot dogs in the chat. Oh, my bad. I don't know. You told me to come up. Still learning you. Tootie, I've been telling your ass for the longest time, come up. But yeah, come on up, Tootie, and anybody else, because it's just more better if y'all can come up. It's more better if y'all could come up. That's why I'm doing this demonstration for those to come up. Stop laughing at me, Davida. Stop laughing at me, Davida. Yep. Hey. Tam, yes, I love a good chili dog. There you go, Miss Parker. Miss Parker finally on board. All right, y'all. Those are the locations the diva medium spoke on in her live last night after leading some lady to this location yesterday. And this is what I'm saying. Those mediums that hit my panel, they're not the only mediums. There are a lot of mediums out here that is covering this case. And in my opinion, they are doing an excellent job. There you go, Galatians. There you go. There you go, Galatians. That was Tootie. I just told y'all, this is not Taco Tuesday. Have you done any research on the Kenneka Jenkins case? I backed away from the Kenneka Jenkins case, man, because that's another case, man, that's like, wow. Wow. There you go with them tacos, Miss P. We do and love her as if she's our own daughter, niece, etc. She didn't deserve this. Why are you coming back up, Miss P?
I was gonna ask about the question with Tootie in that first picture. Can you pull it back up again? Was that a red brick building, like a manufacturing building? The first picture.
Okay.
And I don't know if Tootie
Give me a
seen me put
second.
that in there.
Hey, Young says, salute Shank, Miss Parker, and everyone. I'm my good friends from Baltimore, and I crack up all the time. It's nothing like a Baltimore person talking. Now, shout out to Baltimore. It's nothing like listening to somebody from Baltimore. Now, y'all need to tap in to people from Baltimore. We are some of the coolest people in the world. We funny, you know. We know how to lighten up the party. Shout out to Baltimore. Hold tight, Miss P. There's plenty of us. Hey, Young. Sorry, Shank. I don't know how to come up myself. There you go, Tootie. All you got to do, Tootie, is click on the Blue Stream, y'all link. Cynthia says, I'm going to try the pronunciation the next time I go to Coney Island, to a Coney Island restaurant. Kenneka case is really deep, deeper than people think. True. My daughter just turned 13 yesterday, and these stories scare me. No, Miss Parker, it's the big barrel that Rain spoke on. All right. Come on back up, Miss Parker. Come on back up. Cherry Hill, yes. South Baltimore. Shout out to Cherry Hill. The real Tanisha says, Shank, how would you pronounce frog? See, you think you slick, Tanisha. See, y'all think y'all slick. This is how you pronounce F-R-O-G, frog. It's a frog. I know y'all roasting my funky ass. I know y'all are. Randall says, I played football with IUI. A cat from Baltimore. Ball was the last name. Cherry Hill, yes. And dress out booties off. Man, what the hell? Y'all, it ain't funny, A Young and TT. Here go Tootie. And I introduce you all to the lady of the hour. TT says, not come, come on, TT.
Hey, Shank.
Hey, Tootie.
It took me a minute. I ain't never done this, so
I'm glad to have you.
I'm trying to mute you in the background.
Ain't funny, A Young and TT. Here go Tootie.
Okay. So the pictures that I sent you, Shank, was the locations that the diva medium spoke on last night in her live. She said she led some lady to that location, and they was on FaceTime. She said she seen other people that people keep sensing that's around Azaya is people at the homeless camp that where she is supposedly her body and remains is supposed to be. So that's supposed to be the locations, and I screenshotted that big burrow. That first picture you showing up, that's supposed to be one of the big burrows that Rain spoke on. I also, if you go on there on Google Maps and then do the Earth thing, it'll show you down the street, right from down the street from there is the white building that Rain spoke on months ago with the big black fence around it. The church is in the same area. It's a church called Grace Church. And it's all in the same area. The big white pillars, the industrial area, the water, everything is there. And she keeps saying that her remains is behind that barrel right there, in the area behind her. So, yeah, that's the white pillar that she was speaking on. Yeah, that's all I can confirm. I wish I knew how to add, send her a link to join your live so she can explain more, because she said that the girl told her, "Oh, we gonna find Azaya, we gonna find Azaya," and then she said when she tried to call the girl back, she refused to answer the phone and blocked her.
So what I'm gonna do is, Tootie, when I set up the live for tonight, I'm gonna send that to you. I'm gonna send that link to you, and then if you want, you could send her the link and say, "Hey, do you mind pulling up on Shank's platform to?"
Well, I went to her YouTube, but I didn't see a way to send her a message or nothing. So, I'm still learning how to use everything, but I didn't know how to send her no message on YouTube. But a lot of people have seen her lives and stuff since she been touching up on the Zaya case, and everything seems to match up from way back. So that's all I wanted to share. And hot dog.
Look at you. Look at you. Look at you.
Okay, Shank. And I also wanted to shout you out. I'll be seeing you when you wear your UK shirts, you and Miss Parker. Go Big Blue. Yeah.
You from Louisville, right?
Correct. Well, I'm not from Louisville, but I live in Louisville. I'm from Paducah.
Okay.
But I live in Louisville.
Shout out to Kentucky. Shout out to the state of Kentucky, Louisville, Lexington, and all the surrounding areas. I ain't about to start trying to pronounce those names.
Yeah. Oh, Shane. You can say Louisville, so yeah, that's cool.
Did I pronounce that right, Louisville?
Some people say Louisville, but it's Louisville. You gotta say that.
Louisville. I ain't never heard nobody pronounce it Louisville. That's you trying to set me up, Tootie. You think you slick? See this? See?
Jay. Yeah, you right, Louisville. Louisville.
Why you try to set me up, Tootie?
I'm not, but that's how they say it, and but I don't think it's supposed to be pronounced like that. But that's all I want. I'm gonna jot down so somebody else can have a turn.
Okay, appreciate you, Tootie.
And I'll be back later.
I appreciate you. I see you, Big Pressure. I see you, Big Pressure. So, once again, y'all, Marty said, but that's the correct pronunciation. And here come my old timer, Rock Squad moderator, Marty loves trying to get me to say words that she know I'm going to mess up. Marty, I know what you're trying to do. Shout out to Marty. She has been around for 3 years, and Marty has played a major role in my Rock Squad meet and greet. I believe that if it wasn't for members like Marty, my Rock Squad meet and greets wouldn't have turned out successful. So shout out to Marty. And Tammy, another one. Tammy says, I plead the blood of Jesus over my life and family. It ain't funny, Cynthia. What we got going on? Louisville, two different pronouncing. Marty says, but you said it. Thank you, Marty. I see you, Sierra. So y'all give me some comments before we get out of here, and I will read it. If you didn't make it to this demonstration, and if you would like to pull up on the panel, just make sure you pull up later on at 10 p.m. This demonstration is about those that have this gift, and also those that may have had a dream about Naziah, all right? I want everybody to feel comfortable, okay? Marty says, still around, just going through, I fractured my spine. I hope you feel better, Marty. Sierra, hey. It ain't funny, Big Pressure. It ain't funny, Big Pressure. Don't you laugh at me, Big Pressure. I say, see, Alma. You know what, Alma? Me and you gonna have to have a talk, Alma, because you know, Alma, I ain't nowhere in the world I'm gonna be able to pronounce this. Look at this. Y'all tell me how to pronounce this spelling. Louavalle. See, and I always say this though, it's really not Shank Rock and his pronunciation. It's y'all that don't know how to spell. Y'all do this, and some of y'all be doing it on purpose. Look. I'ma fuck with Shank. I know some of y'all be like, look, watch this. I'ma misspell this word and watch Shank. Dirty. But then others, y'all can't spell. Now Alma says country. What the hell? So you know what, Alma? I'm not gonna entertain your ass, Alma. Now Alma wants me to pronounce this word as country. Man, that's dirty, Alma. That's dirty. Big Pressure says, you good, big homie. TT, thank you, love. Sierra laughing. See, it's a laugh show. Now everybody want to laugh at Shank Rock. And y'all keep on laughing at me. Keep on. They setting you up, Shank. I know, Tanisha. I know. Don't be surprised if y'all funky ass pictures is on the stable with Jarvis's women. How about that? Now the next one of y'all make fun of my funky ass. Y'all best believe I'm going to put y'all picture with the pictures of Jarvis's stable. How about that? I bet y'all funky asses won't find that funny. You still laughing, Cynthia? You still laughing? People make fun of my accent, bruh, too. Wait, okay, you from Louisiana? Okay. Y'all go Tootie throwing the tacos. Y'all won't do right. Here go my buddy Valerie. Salute Valerie. Valerie don't never make fun of me. Shout out to Valerie B618. Because it's some of y'all that just won't laugh at Shank and make fun of Shank. Some of y'all hold me down. Shout out to everybody that hold me down by not laughing at me when they be roasting me. Shout out to those that hold me down, that don't send these big ass words, knowing if the words got 6 or 7 or more letters, y'all know I ain't gonna pronounce it right. So shout out to Valerie and those that hold me down, that don't make fun of me. My son, I see my son in the chat. I got my son in the chat. And make sure, if y'all would like to support the channel, there's different ways to support the channel. You could purchase a super sticker, a super chat, or a membership, or you could send a cash donation. The cash app is $ERICMCINT. Shout out to my son. This is my son in the chat, 8718. Shout out. Big Mama says, I'm from Annapolis, in it, Doug. Not there you go. There you go. See what I'm saying, Big Mama? Big Mama got to add her 2 cents in it. Because Big Mama, feels like I'm from Annapolis. I'm not from Baltimore. But y'all in Annapolis, don't you tell a lie, Big Mama. Y'all in Annapolis pronounce it Doug too. Stop it. Think you gonna get a pass because you in Annapolis. It's still Maryland. Tootie says, I love Be More People accent though. I see you, Shelly. Shelly, you supposed to be one of my favorites, Shelly. And you laughing at me. I sit right here in my recliner and be rolling at your accent, Shank. See? All right. Davida and the rest of y'all, when y'all find y'all picture, and I don't want no sad sob stories either, when y'all find y'all pictures on the picture with Jarvis's stable, Be More rubbed off on Annapolis, but not me. Yeah, Big Mama. I hear you. I like Be More accent too. What we got? TT stay laughing at me. And positive vibes, don't you bring your funky ass out them bushes. Positive vibes, keep your funky ass in them bushes. Don't you come out here roasting me. Big Mama says, it does make you cry. I've been mad, angry, hurting some more. Yeah, it do. It do, y'all. Alma says, I say Baltimore. Baltimore. You know what? And make sure y'all subscribe to my backup channel, Shank Rock. I do have a backup channel. Put it up. I will bring that stable out. All right, Davida. Don't be surprised, Davida, when your picture is on that stable. But look, everybody, I appreciate everybody for pulling up. Once again, if you had a dream about Naziah, if you would like to give a reading, feel free to, if you missed this demonstration, you could leave it in the chat. You could leave it in the comment section on the replay game. Also, if you would like to pull up on the panel with me, make sure you pull up tonight at 10 p.m. All right. And I will have an open panel. All right. I see you, Tracy. Tracy is another old timer. Tracy been around for 3 years as well. Cynthia, old timer too. Cynthia been around for 3 years too. All right. And make sure y'all follow me on all my social media platforms. That's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and of course, YouTube. All right. Salute everybody. I will leave the chat running and you all can hang around. All right. All right. And I'll see everybody later on at 10 p.m. I'll see you, Dana J. And make sure you all run and tell somebody, that have a spiritual reading gift. Shank Rock is having an open panel, and he would love for you to come on his panel. So I'll see everybody back tonight at 10 p.m. Shank, I love how you say Instagram. See? That go Tootie. Y'all just won't let the old man live. Instagram. Right? All right, y'all. Tootie, your picture is going on the pictures with Jarvis's stable. All right. Shout out to Dana J and his dream team. Dana J does an excellent job, y'all. So let me get out of here, y'all. Salute everybody. I'll see y'all back at 10 p.m. I'll leave the chat running and y'all can hang around. Salute. The Shank Rock is the wave of the future.
I've had enough of you say.
The diagrams that I have up, where did this go wrong at?
Remember, we didn't know this happened to her.
Oh. That's how they figured out she was pregnant.
Around 3 o'clock that morning, I got random text messages and it was just pictures of her and the other little girl. I thought it was strange.